Hey guys, I'm going to show you what I've just added to the My Store Locator Plus MU plugins. This is a methodology I've been using in Store Locator Plus. I wish I had employed it a long time ago for allowing communication between the various objects that get instantiated and also making sure that they're all singletons. So I'm going to show you really quickly what I've done here. In MU plugins, under the dashboard, there is a class that I use that's kind of my glue for all of the MySLP stuff. And this gets instantiated every time through global MySLP through this loader here. So you can see right here, global MySLP, if the class exists, doesn't exist, it loads it up and instantiates this. So this right here has an object, and that's just simply an array of instantiated objects. And you'll also see up here in PHP docs, I've actually added a hint, a type hint. This allows PHP Storm to quickly and easily allow me to autocomplete, does type hinting and all sorts of cool stuff when you do this. And you can see I'm using this for the actual MySLP customer profile plugin. So this array here combined with this simple magic method here for getting the property, it checks to see if an array element exists, and if it does, it returns the instantiated object, allows me to make some shortcuts. So I will show you how I used that in the customer profile here. And if I go and look at the main class, previously this just had at the bottom new MySLP CP main. And that's all that was there, and it was unattached and hard to reference. So what I did is I referenced the global MySLP object. Since it's in MU plugins, it's always loaded up. And then I just check to see if it's already defined. And if it's not already defined, because obviously if it's defined, we don't want to run this twice and have multiple instances, I just attach it. And it's as simple as this for the attachment. So now once that's attached, I will have access to the magic method, and it's going to use this as the property name. I like to drop all this prefix crap that's needed for the classes so we don't have conflicts, just because it's easier to write and we're not repeating this text all over the place. And because that's a property inside a class, we don't have to worry about namespace conflicts. So by doing this, I now have access to any of these public methods very easily throughout the product. We can actually get to this from any of the plugins in the MySLP system, site architect, wherever we needed to. So this kind of will serve as the glue and communication center between all of those various classes. And if I go in here to the customer profile, which is the reason I actually did this, is I wanted to turn off the history that had lorem ipsum down here. And it was just a raw dump of lorem ipsum without any sort of intelligent filtering. And all I had to do is I defined my global MySLP up here just because I might want to use it elsewhere. Don't want to clutter it down further in the code. Adding this type hinting allows PHP Storm to autocomplete. And then I can now reference any of the methods in that main class very easily by just doing things like this. MySLP points to CP main and then the function name. So that gives me the ability to do things like this function, which right now is a stub that just returns a true or false, to see if the history exists. And then if we do have history, it will actually dump it out like that. And you can see here I can do stuff very easily with MySLP and CP main, type hinting, get a list of all the functions and all that sort of stuff, which is another reason I like doing this with the PHP docs. So again, just gives us a common method to be able to access everything between these classes and allow us to show or not show history. So now if I just turn this to false, which is a test setting I forgot, I can come in here and now go to my dashboard. And here's the history where it was set to true. Now just by setting that to false, it's gone. And later on someone can come in here and hack this and just return true or false based on a log count or something like that, a record count, and then fetch records and all that just by modifying these methods here and doing that with the intelligent functions. So anyway, that's the general concept of what I'm using, and kind of wanted to share it so we could get on the same page. Not saying you have to use it, it's just a method I like using makes it a lot easier for me to find my objects, make sure they're all singletons, and be able to communicate between them. So hopefully you find it useful. Catch you later. Bye.